What can you do when a key stakeholder is always busy and does not respond to your requests for input and decisions? In this video, I will describe a step-by-step process to help you be successful managing your stakeholders. Hi, my name is Susanne, and my experience include launching products successfully as well as turning around troubled projects to successful go lives. I share tips on managing stakeholders, which can often be the most difficult part of being a PM. This scenario is where you are dependent on a stakeholder who always seems to have a calendar full of other meetings to attend. Unfortunately, a full calendar is still seen by some as a status symbol. As a PM, you will need full backing from your most important stakeholders, and it can become a real problem if they are unavailable for your meetings, sign offs, and other feedback that you require. An unavailable stakeholder can cause uncertainty and delays in delivery. The first step is to assess and document the impact of their unavailability. Which decisions or sign offs are you waiting for, and what could a delay in those decisions do to your plan? The second step describes checking back that it's actually this stakeholder you need. Perhaps there is someone else who could provide the approvals or feedback needed. If not, move on to the third step. The third step you might have done already, but if not, make sure you are crystal clear to this stakeholder what it is you need from them and when, as well as explaining the impact if you do not get a response. The fourth step describes how you can further simplify for the stakeholder to respond by posing the questions to the stakeholder so that they can respond with a simple yes or no. You could use forms or voting buttons to streamline and document the sign off. Step 5 is about planning around the risk the unavailability of the stakeholder poses. You could build in extra time for key approvals if you experience that they typically take longer than you first expected. Another tactic is to say, if I have not heard back from you in this matter by Friday, we will proceed assuming your approval. That approach can work for certain approvals, but sometimes you probably need an explicit approval from the stakeholder. But this approach has been used successfully, and it could be what gets the stakeholder's attention. Step 6 is not so much a step as an approach. Many senior stakeholders have assistants or chiefs of staff who are familiar with their schedule and work situation. It can definitely be a good idea to reach out to them and discuss what the best way would be to get the stakeholders' attention and review your request. Assistants are often very understanding of your situation and, in my experience, will do their very best to bring your request to the stakeholders' attention. If steps 1 to 6 have still not helped, it's time to escalate as described here in step 7. Make sure you have documented your attempts to contact the stakeholder, log an issue, and escalate to a steering committee or similar decision-making body. The final point 8 is a general point. It can be very frustrating when you and the team are working hard and with urgency to meet your deadlines, but are held back by a stakeholder who is not engaging. It is important, though, not to get carried away by that frustration and say something inappropriate in the process, but to maintain a professional tone throughout and ensure you state the facts when describing the impacts. Some final thoughts to leave you with are, first of all, take the time to map out your stakeholders on a power interest matrix. This should help give you clarity as in which stakeholders are already engaged and who might need some more work to become engaged in your project or product. Visual representations have a big advantage over numbers, as a majority of people can process visuals much quicker. This is not to say to exclude numbers, but remember to represent them visually. Dashboards can be a great tool for up-to-date status and Gantt charts or roadmaps for showing timelines. For features, they are usually best understood if you can use a mock-up or prototype of some sort. There are plenty of tools to achieve this these days. Make sure your status meetings are regular, same time, same day of the week, and that they have a clear agenda that you follow in every meeting. The meetings should be concise, consistent, and action oriented. Being consistent helps manage expectations with stakeholders. They know what to expect from you and when. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment. If you want to know more about stakeholder mapping and how to manage more tricky stakeholder situations, I'm linking my course in the description below. Thank you for watching.